a bunch of you guys were saying, why don't you just put on the freaking Nike Romaleos and just squat in those? Why does it have to be the Jordan shoes? So this morning I thought, you know what, let's give them a shot again. So I put them on straight away. The feelings come back of why I don't like him in the first place. Your foot is locked into this wooden platform underneath. There is no flex in the shoe, hardly any. The heel is very, very large. And, I'm walking around, I feel like I've got the stilettos on like a girl, like... Anyway, whatever. Let's squat. So I start squatting. And would you look at it? The bar path is like I'm bare feet. It's still ahead of my toes. The heels do nothing for that. At least with an empty bar, they don't. Then I start putting on the weight, and it starts to feel exactly like the Jordans feel. Except Jordans are much more comfortable to exist under in terms of like in between sets, walking around, comfort, general. But when the weights got heavy, the solid platform of the Ollie shoe came through, and it started feeling like, okay, at least I know there's not going to be any, malleable materials there that are going to throw me off. But still, the 160 threw me off. I started like jumping forward. I started losing my balance forward again. I don't know what it is about me, but also, throughout the squat session, I started feeling a little bit like my hip pain, like thereabouts, started to feel uncomfortable again. I remember at the time, like when I first made the call, and a lot of people have been asking me these questions. I appreciate that a lot of people haven't been following me for damn near 5 years, which is, perfectly fine to ask questions. But one of the first things that I made that made me feel better, one of the decisions that I made was to get rid of these shoes and start squatting in flats. That was like an immediate band-aid to the problem that I had initially when I had the hip problem. Automatically felt better. For whatever reason, whether it's because my glutes fired up more, less quads engagement, all of that kind of, bodes well for hip stability anytime you kind of turn on the glutes. And so I did that, and then, I've had, back and forth moments where I would put them on and try them on, and, for whatever reason, I don't like them. The Jordan shoes feel better. I don't know why that is. The Jordan shoes also have somewhat of a heel, maybe not as high as the Romaleos. Clearly, if I put some time into it, maybe the body would, adapt and move into, somewhat comfort level. But that's where I'm at. Because I don't heavy in out the shoes and because it's still cold, I'll probably stick with them. Like, I don't really mind as long as there's no pain. If the pain starts, then boom, off they go back to the shelf. So I'll just wear them instead. Not because I'm a huge fan of it and I'm running to them, but simply because, they're warmer. And I do believe, I've over the years, I've listened to a lot of people talk about foot health, arch health. The minimalistic bare shoe type setup crowd. They always say, less support the better for your arch, to spread your feet and all that sort of stuff. But then I've also heard a lot of people say that you should have 7 different shoes that you wear in a week. So every single day, your brain, your feet, your musculature, it's always guessing of what's going on. So it doesn't really get used to anything. So I feel like the consensus is that variation is the best thing for us. Funny about that, right? Because where have we heard that before? So in the energy of that, I thought, why not? Let's just wear. Like, I don't have any hate towards them. It's not my preferred. Like, I'm not celebrating the fact that I'm wearing them right now. But it is a different type of shoe, and so why not? So I'll do it. I've thought about getting other shoes, buying other shoes. I probably will still. Can I deadlift in these? I don't know. I haven't deadlifted in heeled shoes in a long time. Probably not the greatest idea in terms of, performance-wise. You're so far off the ground. But there it is. I gave them a go today. So I'll see how it goes. If the hip starts flaring up again, I'll probably make a decision then. But it's a funky feeling. I don't know. I've made videos in the past where I've compared side to side, flat shoes and ollie shoes, and I've kind of tried to pick it apart. The back angles are the same. This is what people don't understand. Like, when the shit gets heavy and you're forced to go and push against 90+% weight, the back angles are the same, which tells me that the feet haven't had a lot to do with it, or the dorsiflexion is just where your body produces power. If your body produces power in the posterior chain, you're gonna go into the posterior chain. You're not gonna be like, oh, you know what, I'll go into the quads. No, the quads are not a prime mover. Let's say the primest mover for you, and so the body's gonna go where it needs to go. So a lot of people think, oh, I'll wear 55-inch heels and then all of a sudden I'll look like Lou. If you don't have the quads like Lou, and if you don't have the structure like Lou, you're not going to be squatting like him. When it comes to heavy-ass weight, you're going to go where you need to go. And that's something that I learned a while ago. And because I'm built the way I'm built, I'm not going to be ever a quad-dominant lifter. That's just the way nature made me. So that's what it is. I mean, it's okay to train and force different kind of grooves. That's fine, but if you got short femurs, you got short femurs, man. Nothing's gonna make you a glute dominant lifter if you got short femurs. You got short femurs, dude. You're gonna be a quad dominant dude. And I'm the opposite to that. And it is what it is. Just acknowledge that and move on, I guess. Appreciate you guys. I'll try it again tomorrow. And let's see how it feels tomorrow. But that's kind of the vibe that I'm in right now. When summer hits and warms up and the concrete starts to be really, really hot again, I'll probably go back through the Vivos and keep mixing it up, I guess. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.